Anything. My name is Peter and today we're having a look at some ski goggles by a company called SNOWLEDGE. This is their latest and greatest Cyclone goggle and there is quite a lot to see here, so let's get right into it. You get this little flexible pouch in the packaging, which is actually quite nice because you can fit quite a lot of stuff in there. As you will see, it fits the goggles themselves, of course, but also fits an extra set of lenses. So it's actually quite convenient that you have everything in a neat package. Opening it up here, you can see the extra lens fits in nice and snug. So it is not a hard shell protection, but this will definitely keep your lenses and goggles safe in any kind of ski or board bag. So that's really the main part of the story is the goggles, of course. Let's have a look and see what they are all about. You get these two microfiber pouches, so you will, with them for cleaning, but also to prevent any kind of scratches. So that's very handy when you take the goggles off on the piste to have a bite of lunch that you won't scratch your precious lenses. Because of course the lenses are what it's all about. As you'll see later in the video, these are not cheap run-of-the-mill goggles. They are more around the €120 mark here in the Netherlands. So certainly not cheap. There's a whole bunch of sort of generic goggles out there that are pretty much all the same. And you can really tell the difference in the lenses, and that's certainly not the case with these goggles. Now you can see here a little comparison size-wise, so you get an idea of how big these are. They're certainly not as big as my Oakley flight decks, but they're not that much smaller. These are definitely bigger style goggles. They're also over the glasses feature goggles, so you can wear them even if you have glasses, so that means they have to be big, of course. The inside of the strap here has some nice rubber texture on it. I hope you can see it on camera, but it's always a sign of the quality of a pair of goggles as well. This is where the cheap goggles usually cheap out a little bit. The rubber inside obviously for anti-slip on a helmet, as I'll also show you later. Then we have a nice bit of padding all around the frame, obviously very important for comfort. It's the kind of padding that you can sweat on a bit, what won't soak through and won't get wet, so that's actually nice. And there's a good airflow system here with cold air coming in the bottom and the hot air venting out the top of the goggles themselves. So that's actually nice, nice material in general. It's a very light set of goggles. So it won't weigh you down too much, because especially this is on your face, so you don't want it to be too heavy. Here's the replacement lens. Obviously there is a multitude of colors and lenses available for your own personal style, but also for several kind of weather circumstances. And the trick with these goggles is that they have a magnet and a locking mechanism. So you can see me undo the latches there and then the lenses just come off. It has 7 magnets here on the frame of the lenses, so that is where you attach them in first instance to the frame of the goggles, but thanks to the locking mechanism you have this extra bit of security that the lenses won't pop out. You can see that they just plop on and align themselves right away with the magnets, so that's super convenient, and then you just slide the little lever up and they are locked in place nice and secure. Now in all honesty, the magnets are so strong that you really don't need the latches, especially in everyday use. If you don't do anything too crazy on your skis, then you really don't need the extra latch. But it is nice to have that extra sense of security if you have an unexpected crash. If you do go upside down in a snow park, for example, it's nice to have that little bit of extra security with the latch. You can see the little lever sticking out here, pops right into the frame of the lenses, and it is very secure. So even though it might seem redundant, it is a nice bit of extra security that you're sure that your lenses will never pop out. But on the other hand, you do have the flexibility with this system to change your lenses on the fly. Personally, I like to keep one set of lenses in my jacket pocket for when you get sudden overcast, for example. The light really changes and you suddenly can't see anymore where you're going properly. Then it's really nice to be able to change your lenses on the fly, even just when you're sitting in the lift, for example. It's such a quick system that it's really no effort at all. So that's actually nice bit of flexibility with these lenses and this set of goggles in particular, with the added security of the latch. Now I got these two lenses in the kit because they are quite far apart in terms of the weather conditions you can use them for. I'll show you a little bit how it looks like when you're seeing through them. First of all, the purple one here versus normal circumstances, you can see that it really dampens the sun and gives you a lot of clarity of vision without having to squint into the sun, because that's obviously going to tire your face and limit your ability on the slope. You can really see the difference here on a nice sunny day with a few clouds here in my backyard. How these lenses work. Then compared to the orange ones, you can really see it's a very big difference with the purple ones. So these are very much suitable for a very different set of circumstances. But again, you can see how well it dampens the sun and the glare and still gives you a very nice view out. So that's just a bit of an indication on how these lenses look like. Obviously all the other ones will look different. Now last but certainly not least, I got to show you how they look on me as a person. So here I'm wearing a SNOWLEDGE helmet actually, and you can see that they are very much compatible with those. Of course, I tried them with a bunch of other helmets as well, and it's the same story, pretty much compatible with everything you can find. Thanks to the foam around the frame, they are nice and comfortable on the face, and thanks to the adjustable elastic band, you can of course find your desired fit. And thanks to the rubber inside the headband, like I mentioned before, it won't slip on a helmet, so that's great. All around, I think SNOWLEDGE has done an excellent job here creating a premium product without completely breaking the bank. It's a set of goggles with a lot of features in a higher price bracket than your sort of generic run-of-the-mill goggles that certainly do offer a bit more extra value for the money. So that's great. I think it's an all-around good package from SNOWLEDGE. That's all I have for you in this video. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Cheers!